Alright, if you remember what we have learned yesterday, we'll start with step 8. So what is step 8? Step 8 is to write down the solutions of the equations. So the solutions of the equations are given to be -4, -1, and 3. So we shall write it first. So we start with step 8, which is let x equals to -4, x equals to -1, and x equals to 3. Right, then we convert all this into linear factors that will give us x plus 4, x plus 1, and x minus 3 equals to 0. But we're not forming the cubic equation. We're finding the expression for fx. So therefore, we will write it as f of x is equals to x plus 4, x plus 1, and x minus 3. Right, we also understand that you are told that the coefficients of x to the power of 3 is 5. Right, so how do we do that? That means what you're doing is if we're going to take x times another x here, it gives you x to the power of 3. And this x to the power of 3, the coefficient of x to the power of 3 is 1, is not 5. So how we do it is that we add a constant. Okay, we add the constant in front of all your linear factors. Right, and then we multiply them, multiply the first term, which is x times x times x times k, gives you kx cubed. And this kx cubed must be equal to 5x cubed. So therefore your k is equals to 5, and hence your fx will be 5 bracket x plus 4 bracket x plus 1 x minus 3. Right, similarly for part A, we're going to start by writing down the roots of the equation, which is x equals to -2, x equals to 1, and x equals to 2. And from there, we convert it into factors, into linear factors. Okay, now so remember that we're not actually solving cubic equation, we're actually finding an expression for g of x. Right, so g of x will be equals to all these 3 linear factors. But bear in mind that there may be a constant k. Right, there may be a constant k. In other words, what we are saying is that the coefficient of x cubed may not be just 1. If you look at what you have here, the coefficient of x cubed is 1. Right, but it may not be 1x cubed. It could be 2x cubed, it could be 3x cubed, or it could be like -10x cubed. Right, so there exists a constant k in front of all your linear factors. Right, so how do we find the constant k? So this is where you have to apply the information given to you. It says that the curve passes through the point 0, 12. So what does this 0, 12 represent? 0 represents your x coordinate, and 12 represents f of 0, which is actually, if your curve is y equals to something x, then it will be your y coordinates. So we should substitute, we should sub 0, 12 into 1. And this is actually your value 12. This one you can work it out to be 4k. So therefore your k will be 3, and hence the expressions for gx will be 3 bracket x plus 2, x minus 1, and x minus 2.